Hey, welcome back to Fanatica Leica, and welcome to Leica Bagnanza 2025. I'm going to walk through all of the bags that I currently use to transport Leica gear, go through some details about each bag, and show you what fits inside each of them. I'm hoping maybe this will help you decide if any of them are suitable for your particular transportation or fashion needs. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one I want to show you is the Oberwerth Q bag in the reporter green color. Now, it's a pretty small bag. You see my hand size. I can almost reach to either end of the panel. And it has their usual cool pull snap locks, I forget what they call them, and a single flap, and a main compartment with one little divider, and a small front panel where you can stash your kids' toys when they drop them on the playground. This will quite comfortably fit a Q series camera and a strap, and you can stash an extra battery or whatever accessories you want next to the divider, and it fits comfortably in. It's easy to get in and out. It's not too tight. And it is a very comfortable bag, very nicely made. The back of the shoulder pad, if we can get focus here, is a sort of suede or nubuck leather. The strap is sort of woven canvas or nylon on one side, and then a padded leather on the other side. And it's super comfortable. And it's quite light. This is probably my current favorite of the bunch, but it is quite small. Here is the SL bag. I believe they call this one George, and it's similar construction, although this is, if you can see this in the light, it is the nylon sort of webbing type strap on both sides. There's no leather on the strap. There is their usual really nice leather and padded suede-ish material on the back for the shoulder pad. This has a single closure, large flap, and this case is considerably wider to accommodate an SL series camera. I have a strap in here. I have this set up with no dividers. The divider is just at the bottom right now to add some extra padding on the bottom, as it's not super padded on the bottom. I find that this arrangement just lets me pop the SL in and out without any fuss, and I can do it more or less one-handed. Again, this is a really nice bag. It's not super deep, so it's comfortable to carry on your side or on your back, or even in front of you. And yeah, you know, I love the feel of their materials, and the stitching is all super solid. Feels like it will last for a very, very long time. Next is the Oberwerth Louis M11 Vflex bag, and the Vflex means it's designed for an M11 with a Vflex 2 attached to it to be placed in the bag. This again opens with their spring enclosures. There's a single large flap that covers the whole thing, and I will tilt to show you how this works. So inside I have M11, and under this flap you can see the Vflex is attached, and it just drops right in there, and it's supported by a padded cube here for the side of the Vflex, and another cube at the bottom that supports the side of the lens. So the camera just rests on those cubes and then on the interior of the bag, and it feels very snug and again, easy to get in and out. And there's still room for, you know, 2 additional lenses. I have a 90mm and a 35, and I could fit a couple batteries in there. It has their small front compartment, which I just keep some cleaning cloths in. But that's a great kit if you're using the Vflex 2. which I often do. Moving on to the Billingham bags, this is the Hadley Small, a limited edition version, which I purchased from Red Dot Cameras in the UK, who are a specialized Leica dealer, really great store. If you're in London, they also will sell used equipment overseas. I can't recommend them enough. I have no affiliation with them. Nobody cares about my channel, but I really like that store, and the people there are super nice. This has a shoulder pad, which is an optional accessory. It comes standard with just the woven canvas strap, which is quite nice, but I like the matching shoulder pad a lot. Super comfortable. It has a grippy sort of rubberized surface on the bottom, and you can change it out if it ever, wears out over time. It has the sort of snap fasteners like most of the other Billingham bags do. And what makes this a limited edition is just the camouflage print on the front, which they got custom made from Billingham. Otherwise, it's identical to a Hadley Small. This is not a Pro. The Pro adds a top handle, and I believe does not have the sewn-in strap, but has the buckle. I'll show you one of those shortly. And inside this, you can comfortably carry, we can see, an M11 with a lens mounted and a Q3 with straps on both. I'll take these out so you can just get a sense of the compartments. So here's an M11 with a Voigtlander 15 mil mounted on it, and then Q3. They fit snugly, but it's not a tight fit. And there are movable dividers. We seem to be having a focusing issue, but hopefully this can be configured a bunch of ways. You can easily set this up to be one camera plus a couple of lenses. I've also had it set up to just carry an M11 plus 3 lenses, and that was fine. So it's a small bag, but it packs a lot of interior space. Has front snap pockets, which I carry a USB-C power bank, cables, and then in this pocket I can fit an extra battery for each of the cameras. So again, it's good for being out all day with backup power and the necessities. The Billingham bags are great because they are truly waterproof. They have a layer of rubber sewn in under the outer surface. The outer surface on this particular bag is what they call Fibernite, which is their synthetic material. You can also get actual canvas ones as well. This one is identified by the RDC badge for Red Dot cameras, which is sewn in when they made these bags. But yeah, so that's the Billingham Hadley Small Red Dot Cameras edition, and we'll look at another Billingham in just a second. So last of the shoulder bags for now. This is the Billingham Hadley Pro 2020. You can identify it by the P 2020 on the tag here. This is very similar to the Hadley Small, but with the addition of a really nice handle on the top, which is canvas and leather on the underside. Plus the straps are now fastened on with a buckle and loop, so it's removable if you need that. Otherwise, very similar, same kind of construction. This is also the Fibernite synthetic material, which is sandwiching a layer of rubber inside, making this really waterproof. The other thing is just the shape, the contour of the bag makes the rain, if you're out in the rain, it's going to fall off to the sides. It's not being funneled towards the interior of your bag. If you open it up, there's again a padded layer on top of the camera compartment, so another layer of protection, and then a pretty spacious compartment. There's nothing in here right now, as you can see, but this will handle longer lenses, more lenses, and with the dividers you can set it up in a whole bunch of different configurations. I purchased this when I was still shooting an Olympus OM1 system and carried some of the longer lenses in here along with the camera, and it was great for that. I, to be honest, haven't been carrying this one as much because with the smaller Leica cameras I find the smaller Billingham bag to be more suitable for just day-to-day use, but I love this bag. The front pockets on this one are larger than on the Hadley Small, and they also have an additional snap here if you're really packing extra stuff into the front compartments, allowing them to expand. And that's about it for the Hadley Pro 2020. And just a top view of all these next to each other, so you can get a sense of relative size from another angle, with a Q3 for reference and your standard issue stuffed cacti for scale. So one additional bag I wanted to show you real quick is this backpack from Manhattan Portage. It's called the Snapshot, and it's very inexpensive for a photo backpack. I think it's about $185, and I found one on sale for I think $130. So if you keep your eye out, you can get one of these very inexpensively, and it's pretty great for a backpack style setup. It has a removable clasp and then a drawstring around the top, and inside I have an umbrella, but mainly there's a laptop compartment which would fit a small laptop or an iPad, which I've used it for that if I'm shooting tethered to the iPad. But there's a removable camera compartment that is a good size, pretty well padded all around, including on the bottom. And this is what I use to transport the Leica SL3 with a long lens attached to it, because I can just drop it in here, close it up, and keep it in the backpack. Now the backpack is not like some of the more advanced camera backpacks where there are side access panels and stuff. It's more like a backpack that has had a cube placed inside of it. But I like it. It's easy to get in and out of, and it feels really tough, and having a bag inside a bag gives me a little more confidence in the weather resistance. And I love camouflage, so I saw a camouflage one and had to have it. I believe they offer it in black and maybe one other color as well. Well, now that we've got that in the bag, it's time to say goodbye. I hope this was fun and maybe had some useful info for you, my fellow Leica nerds. Until next time, thank you.